This makes more sense. This is what you call a homunculus. This is what they were talking about, was a form of alchemy that they used to produce life within a jar. This right here. Now, I don't know how true this is or not. This is something that they said they were doing way back before the Dark Ages and during the time of the what you would call the so-called the Arab Renaissance. Is that a proper way of saying that? Because they said that they were doing this here, and they said that the Europeans were doing this here, and they said some of the people in Asia, they had this method here. And they said that this was a common method. Now, I ran across something else where they said that they were doing this inside of eggs as well. See, this makes sense. Because when you're born within a woman, you have a certain love and compassion because you felt that love and compassion coming from the woman. But if you were born in something like this here, you never had that. See, this makes sense to why a lot of these psychopaths, why they are so hard on women. Because they think they look at women as objects and something that need to be controlled, or other than something than the literal God that brought them into existence, or that carried them through life before they came here. You see, this makes sense. This is what would create a psychopath. What did they say the cure for psychopaths was? This is entertainment purposes only. But what did they say the cure for a psychopath is? They said that was the only cure. They said there is no cure for a psychopath. And see, that makes me think about this right here. This. You can have beings who could do stuff like this here and be all right with it. Not one of them is looking grossed out or spooked out about that. And they brought their children with them. With some kids in that photo. You see, you would have to have a demonic creature that looks like a human, but is not a human, and it can mix in with humans to do devious things like this. Because, I mean, think about it. What kind of person would get into an airplane and then spray poisons over the same place where they live? This has to be something that's totally demonic and evil. Something that does not recognize the God or does not have God force within, so it cares not for anyone else if they have it or not. See, demons don't love anybody. A lot of people, man, they think that they're getting good with these things. And to the people out there who look like them, I am telling you, if you're watching this page, you are not them. The algorithm is not going to let you line up and be on it. If this is who you are in nature, you're not going to be here. So if you here, you got a soul. You are not of that. What I am saying, though, is that these things walk amongst us. And they have important jobs, man. Like I said, military, government, doggone, they create corporations and then make them the face of the corporation. And they be doing evil, poisoning the people the whole time. It has to be something like this here. I refuse to believe that a human could turn that corrupt. Look. What kind of human will take a little and chop it off and put it on poles to scare other people, to show how ruthless they are? And we're in trouble. We live amongst these two-legged demons, man, and we are not pointing them out, and we're making excuses for their bad behavior. Many people are making excuses for the bad behavior of these demons. And some of the people, man, they are some of the people. They're not really people. I don't know what you would call them things, but whenever you got someone who's making excuses for them, they are of that. And then no, I take that back. Because there are some people who look like them and they know that those things are evil, and they know that when you point out the evil that they're doing, they think that you're pointing at them. So they have to try to figure out a way to justify the evil that those things do. Because of, hopefully, I believe they would have embarrassment. And if you are embarrassed by the things that by the deeds that those things do, that's a good sign. But if you don't care and you just be like, okay, 9 times out of 10, you're one of them. And see, nobody wants to point them out. Let me show you how much damage them things did the last time when they first got in charge over here. Them things, they sick smallpox on the people. That's just one of the ways that they do it, but they were going to straight war, and they were annihilating people at the same time. They destroyed so many people that it reduced the carbon dioxide level, and it said that it placed us into a little ice age. The world of the temperature dropped. You know how many people you would have to do to do that? We can't keep making excuses for them things. We got to point them things out. Those things are a problem. There's going to be no generations behind us if we allow them things to exist. And I know some people be like, well, how are you going to know the difference? It's going to show for themselves. It's not good, man. We're in trouble. We got two-legged demons walking amongst us. And they've been masquerading as humans. And we've been acting as if they were humans this whole time, but they're not.